Today is Thursday, March 6th, 2025. It is my second child's birthday. She's 30 today. Let's see. So it's been a little while, but I have some things to show, some finished projects, maybe some whips, but plans also. Yeah, I brought that. So, I'm watching my cat. What is she looking at? She's looking at something over there. Anyway, yeah, so let's just dive right in. So, I finished my all-in-one granny projects. Sorry about the camera moving. It's a clamp with a real stiff wire, and you can move it around, but that means that it's, I guess when I move, I don't know, I think I did my e-brake. Anyway, so I finished my all-in-one granny projects, plural, and I'll explain that. I had purchased 5 skeins, maybe 5. Ended up purchasing one more. So I maybe purchased 4 and then purchased one more, or purchased 5 and then purchased one more, and ended up with 6 total. But ended up with 3 sets of 16 squares. So 4 by 4. This one is my lap blanket. So it's just perfect for throwing over my legs. Just perfect. It's not too unwieldy, doesn't take up too much space by my chair here. So that extra skein that I purchased allowed me to make 3 more granny squares so that I could have an even number for all 3 projects that I made, plus enough to add a border. So this is the lapgan. Then the other 2 are identical to each other. Imagine the 4 by 4 with no border. And those are my privacy curtains on my back windows so that I can, lay down and take a rest in the afternoon on my bed with the windows open. But the holes allow the airflow, but they give privacy because my bed is all the way at the back of my van. So yeah, and they look really cute. I'll see if I can put a picture in. I'm so sorry about this wiggly thing. I'm gonna have to figure something else out. I don't know why it's so much more wiggly today than usual. I'll try to move slowly. Okay, so that's that. And I love it. Even though it's Super Saver and whatever, I think they're working on making their yarn softer. So while I'm thinking of it, I purchased some Big Twist value once the news came out that all the Joann's were going to be closing. Well, actually, I made my purchases when I thought we'd still have a store here and there. Is that upside down? Because they have a lot of colors I love, but I gotta tell you, I am not impressed with this yarn. I like Super Saver better. This yarn, so it fuzzes easily, it tangles easily. Yeah, it's soft, it's not as dense and weighty as Super Saver, but your finished projects, when you squish them, I don't know if you probably can't tell, Where's the camera? It's hard to tell here, but just as you're using the yarn and working with it, and then like if you know, if it gets squished somehow, it like stays squished. I don't know, it just starts looking old fast. So what does it say for care? Do not tumble dry. Do not tumble dry. I can see why. This stuff's gonna pill quick. It's gonna just get tattered quick. So I did use this. This is the color Slime, held together with a strand of Hobby Lobby's Yarn Bee Soft Secret. And this color is Lime. And what I made were two little aliens. Let me show you, and I'll tell you about the pattern. They stand up on their own good. Well, the right word is well, I suppose. I did embroidered eyes because one of them is going into a little free library for someone to discover and keep for themselves. And the other is going to my 5-year-old granddaughter. I'll probably let her pick which one she likes better. They're both cute in their own way. This one's lumpy. This one looks a little bit mad. It's amazing how much the angle of the eyes, the shape of the eyes, the size of the eyes, the location of the eyes, position really sets the expression. But yeah, so I held those two strands together. I don't know if you can see that. The pattern I used was from my micro crochet amigurumi book. That's the book by Steffi Glaves, written in UK terms, so you got to keep that in mind if you're used to US terms. And I did that pattern. So she says in the book, experiment, use bulky yarn, fluffy velvet yarn, blanket yarn, you know, big yarn, little yarn, thread, whatever. That's the neat thing. So that pattern translated very well into a bigger yarn. I purchased, let me get these guys back in their little protective bag. Keep them nice and clean. The little free library that I'm going to put one of those in is going to be in the town where we're having our California Fiber meetup next month. A handful of us crocheters, maybe knitters, fiber enthusiasts, we are having a meetup to meet each other in person. Well, I think one of the gals has met two of the other gals, but the rest of us have not met them or each other or anything like that. So we're all looking forward to that. And some of us, if not all of us, are making a little gift to put in the little free library. At first, you know, I thought, well, would it be fun to yarn bomb something in the town? And, you know, that's a little bit, you got to be brave, I think, to yarn bomb something in a public space. So I decided, let's not do that. Let's make little a little toy to put in the little free library. And the little free library, there's a website with a map that shows where all the little free libraries are, which I didn't know about that. Okay, well, let me just put this here. So those are done. So I started talking about how it was easy to size up on that alien pattern. It was designed to be a micro crochet alien, but I sized it up. Well, last week I purchased a pattern from 3am Grace Designs, their snowflake, the large snowflake, and I thought I'm going to do it in embroidery floss. I'm going to size it down to be like a micro crochet snowflake. And I'm finding that I'm not enjoying that. I'm not going to give up. So it's now the pattern, the pillow's designed to, I think it's supposed to be a pillow. It's designed to be quite large. Whereas when you do it in embroidery floss, it's coming out a lot smaller. But this is very stiff, which is fine, but it's just a struggle. It hurts my hands. So I think maybe my crochet hook is not the right size or something, or now I'm using all 6 strands of embroidery floss. I may try to go down to 3 strands, but I'll talk about that with another thing here in a second. I don't want to give up. I bought the pattern. It was on sale. I don't know if the sale is still going, but the family, 3am Grace Designs, is a family. It's a small business, and their dog had to have some expensive vet stuff done, and so they put their digital patterns on sale, 40% off. I don't know if it's still going, to help raise money to cover their vet bills. So I looked through and I found a pattern I liked and bought it, the snowflake. So it's definitely not a loss, because I could make it at any size yarn. I just need to kind of experiment with hook size and number of strands to make it a more pleasant experience to work on. But the center is round, and then you have the arms or whatever of the snowflake. Not going to give up, but yeah, just learning on that process. So this, I'm going to give this, my 5-year-old granddaughter loves Barbies, and let me explain. So this was going to be a micro crochet orange wedge. So if you can imagine the dark orange, just like one round of dark orange, then you fold it in half. Well, before you fold it in half, you would let me get it round again. Before you fold it in half, you would stitch, I find 8 looks better, 8 spokes to make the sections of the wedge. Then fold it in half. Just imagine only one round of the dark orange, okay? And then you would have a little micro orange wedge. Well, I found that it's not coming out as small as I imagined. I imagined them to be like the size of maybe a little bit bigger than the gourmet jelly beans, but they're much, it turned out a lot bigger than I wanted it to, and I'm not particularly willing to work smaller on these. So, I did make with, where'd it go? Big Twist Value in the 2 shades of orange and the off-white. I did make orange wedge. They came out about that big. Keychain slices as little gifts for the ladies that we're having our meetup with. And then I was going to try and make little teeny ones just for fun, but they're not coming out small enough for my liking, and it does. So what I'm finding lately, now, instead of experiencing pain in my left hand and wrist, I'm now experiencing it in my left forearm. And it doesn't really have to do with like pulling or anything like that. It's just holding my arm up and working with it. Yeah, it's kind of giving me some trouble. So I can't crochet for as long each day these days. Not sure moving forward if it's going to just get better, strengthen, or what have you, but it could be the micro crochet I've been doing. I've been doing more micro crochet than usual, so maybe that's because the DMC floss has no flex, no stretchiness, so all the give and take is in your hands and arms and stuff. So we'll have to see there. But anyway, another finished project is this pattern. It's a free tutorial on YouTube. The channel is Chubbies by Ash. Chubbies by Ash. And I modified, it's a little kitten, a cat. I modified it to get it done quicker because it was languishing for a little while. So her kittens, these are actually feet, and then she crochets pointy ears up here, and then the face is, the other way around. But and I left a little yarn tail with a knot in the end to be a tail. I don't know. I'm going to give it to my 1-year-old granddaughter because the facial features are, yeah, see, I'm not sure about that. Faces are tricky when you're embroidering them. But yeah, as I was working on this, I kept thinking these were the ears. So it just kind of got stuck in my head that those are the ears. But yeah, this is Kobu, which is a mixture of cotton and bamboo. I love Kobu. But anyway, so I got that done. It feels so good to cross that off my whip list. Okay. So I have a little bit of startitis. I want to start yet another project. But I feel like it's semi-justified because I have finished 1, 2, 3. The pizza, that's kind of, the pizza is the one I'm kind of working on these days. Although, like I said, I can't do crochet for as long each day as I would like currently. But yeah, so anyway, I'm real excited about this Kai yarn. I showed it, I think, in my last yarn haul video. It's got yellow, green, orange, and pink mixed with white. And I have 8 skeins, and I'm going to make a little blanket for my 1-year-old granddaughter. And the stitch that I have my eye on, that I'll audition it, I'll try it out, is from this book, 200 Crochet Stitches by Tracy Todd Hunter. And I've got my eye on the Granny Spike stitch. And yes, this is a 3-color sample, but I'm just gonna work with this variegated Kai yarn. The reason I like this is because when I first saw the Kai yarn, it was on Creative Grandma's channel, and she and her grandson Cody did a yarn swatch video of Kai yarn from Mary Maxim. That's where I got that. And their sample of this particular colorway, which is Pink Lemonade, what I like about this stitch is that I'm hoping the colors will kind of reach down into the color below, and because their sample, the colors were all just like straight even stripes, and I kind of want a little bit more kind of blending and mixing. So I hope I'm making sense there. So I'm gonna audition that, make a swatch with the Kai yarn, see if I like how it's looking. What else? I should make notes so I don't forget to talk about things that I want to talk about. Let me look in my micro crochet pattern book and see. Talked about the snowflake. Yeah, like I said, I'm working on the pizza, the micro pizza. I'll show it in case you're new here. It's in this project bag. Get them ready. So the fourth one is on my hook. I still need to sew the pepperoni on that one. They're all coming out a different size, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna give this to my granddaughter to have with her Barbies. Yeah. I ran out of the crust colored DMC, so that's what I had to obtain, and then I've been resting my arm. And something I discovered, see, I'm working, I think it's where I'm gonna switch to the cheese color to add the cheese. This is a 1.0 millimeter hook and all six strands of the DMC embroidery floss. And what this is some yarn wrapped around and rubber band wrapped around, and it just kind of gives the hook a little bit of meat and a little bit of grabbiness, the rubber of the crochet hook. It just makes it easier to use. If you can see that. It's a 1.0. Anyway. So that's that. Let me see if I can find my whip list on my tablet. Sorry about this. Okay, 1 second. Looking. I gotta search. New. My whip list is on my phone, which is what I'm filming from. And I do want to switch to filming from my tablet. In fact, that might solve, oh, here. No, that's not the whole list. Yeah, that's not. So my tablet supposedly is supposed to sync with my phone, but it doesn't. It's never updated to my phone. But anyway, let me think. Yeah, it's Thursday. I tutor my nephew later. Let's see, I have to leave in about 2.5 hours. I'll be having lunch here in a little bit. Probably just some soup. I guess that's all. That's all I have to share with you. Sorry for the length of the video. I need to make notes, and just so I can be more organized for you guys. And yeah, so that's my goal, to make notes from now on and to try and film with this thing, because I can place it on my little table there and film from this. That might be kind of nice. And then it wouldn't shake around. And then I'd have my phone to look stuff up. So, yeah. And I could put my notes on there. Okay, thinking out loud. Sorry. I'm trying to remember where the camera is. Look at the camera. Thank you for watching. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're getting to crochet or play with yarn in some way. And have a great rest of your day, rest of your week. Have a great weekend. And I'll catch you next time. Take care. Bye.